You, of course, used to partner my good lady, Judy, who sends you her undying love this morning, by the way.
Oh, my gosh, yes, absolutely. Please tell her I said hi, and it was great doing the show with you guys.
Well, basically, Jerry you can see it here, he used to sit in for me when I was away filming and stuff. I have to say, Jerry...
Now look how happy Judy looks.
Yes, I think Judy had a little bit of a crush.
She never left you for me, so... I got over it.
So you're bitter about that. Listen, I mean, it's extraordinary. We were just seeing, you know, because we were showing some scenes from your Jerry Springer show, and, you know, they're throwing wedding cake at each other. It's, you know, even today, that still makes you go, oh, my goodness. You changed the way TV was made.
You know, I'm proud that it turned out to be a successful show, but the show was always nothing but a circus. Up until that time, at least I can speak for American TV. I can't tell you it was the same in England. But certainly with American TV, TV was always upper middle class white. And everyone on television, even the sitcoms, reflected upper middle class white living. And then our show came along, and it really was the first time we saw another slice of the people that make up a country. And they're not all beautiful, they're not all rich, they don't all have great jobs, but they struggle through everyday life, and for the first time they could talk about something that was important to them, which was their own life. So I always thought the show was stupid. I mean, you know, it was nuts. But I like the idea that in a free democratic society, television reflects the whole society, not just only those people who speak the Queen's English.
Now, we unpick jokes and bon mots at our peril, but let's try. You said famously when the president incumbent in the White House took over, you said, that guy doesn't belong in the White House. He belongs on my show. It was a great joke, but can you actually explain exactly what you meant?
Well, every day, what's happening in the White House, and it's not a good thing, is it's a circus. You know, someone is being fired, some deal has been broken, there's some new scandal, and we're not used to seeing those kind of things happening in the most important office in the country, and one of the most important offices in the world. So I think that there's an unsettling effect with that. And, you know, I'm not here across the ocean to bash my own president, but certainly the behavior of the White House and the effect it is having on our relationships with all the other countries in the world, I think is detrimental, and I think we're going to wind up paying for that.
But you see, I just wonder, actually, as this whole thing's unplayed, and we saw this week the fact that he's cancelled a trip to Greenland in a fit of pique because Greenland wouldn't... Denmark, I'm so sorry, because they wouldn't sell Greenland to him. Yeah. It seems to me that, actually, just to reverse your joke, it's as if Jerry Springer's in the White House, shaking everything up.
Yeah, but I don't know. Well, I can't. I was born in England, so I can't be in the White House. In fact, I left England when I found out I couldn't be your king. So I'm really ticked off. I'm a man without a country. But, you know, it's one thing to have a crazy television show, okay? And I'm the first one to say it was the craziest show ever. But when you're talking about the leader of the free world, President of the United States of America, in America, when your kid's born, you say one day you could grow up to be president. You have a much more impressive view of that office and the integrity that office should hold, and the competence. And, you know, America is a multicultural society. That is what allegedly makes us different. We have the Statue of Liberty, and he wants to replace it with a wall. I don't get it. That's not why people are dying to come to America.
You've done our election shows from America, I know. What's your prediction, having said all that, but actually, could he continue in the White House? Will he win again?
Sure, he could. He could. I don't think he will, but I wouldn't be shocked if he does win. I think if the issue is Donald Trump, then he would lose the election, is my guess. But if the Democrats put somebody up that is too far from the mainstream of American politics, if the candidate is viewed as too far to the left of being, quote, a socialist, that could create a new issue. And people that otherwise would have voted against Trump might say, well, I don't want a socialist in the office, and therefore he could kind of slip through.
Right.
So if the Democrats want to win, I think they have to make sure that Trump is the issue and not anything else.
That's a very good point.
And very briefly, Jerry, because we're out of time, so not much more than a sentence. You, of course, were a political advisor to Bobby Kennedy before the second Kennedy was assassinated. If Bobby Kennedy, as was running against Trump today, be a walkover, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can't speak of them in the same light. But that's true of all the other Republican presidents. You know, it's not just that, oh, I don't like him because he's a Republican. I'm just talking about how he's performing in the office and the respect he gives to the office, and I don't think he does. You know, I have nothing against him personally. I just don't think he should be president.
Thank you so much for joining us on the programme. Good luck with your alternative lecture today.
Yeah. And also, we should say you'll be seeing Jerry, because I'm sure it'll come across to this country. He's got a new show in America. He's basically sitting as judge and jury and deciding on disputes. And I'm sure it finishes with Jerry's famous
Yeah,
Go on.
They're going to give me a robe.
We're going to give you a robe. Lovely stuff.
You've earned it.
Thank you, Jerry.
And I understand that Jerry does finish with the kind of Jerry's final thought.